How Charles Leclerc can beat Max Verstappen to become new F1 world champion this year. Charles Leclerc will return from the summer break knowing that he will have to pull off one of the greatest comebacks in F1 history to beat Max Verstappen to become world champion. The Ferrari driver is 80 points adrift with 9 races to go after a series of DNFs and strategy errors which have cost the Scuderia a chance of competing with Verstappen for the title. Statistically, Verstappen has been dominant in the new era of F1 aerodynamic regulations. The 2021 champion has won 8 out of the 13 races this season and finished on the podium in 2 other races. Red Bull did suffer with power unit issues in Bahrain and Australia early in the season, causing Verstappen to retire on both occasions, but the team have quickly assembled a car that has looked flawless ever since. The same cannot be said for Ferrari, who look like a team ill-equipped to give Leclerc a fighting chance of clinching their first Drivers' Championship since Kimi Räikkönen in 2007. His technical failure at the Spanish Grand Prix saw the Monegasque concede his title lead of 25 points and he retired from the lead at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix 2 races later. But until it is mathematically impossible to catch Verstappen, Leclerc will not give up. With 9 races left, there are a maximum of 234 points to win, if you assume the race winner also gets the fastest lap in every race. Leclerc has 178 points to his name and 3 race wins, while Verstappen has 258 and finished top of the podium on 8 occasions. And if Leclerc wins every race with fastest lap and Verstappen finishes third in each of those races, the 24-year-old will take the crown away from his friendly rival. In that scenario, excluding fastest lap points, Leclerc would end up with 403 points, while Verstappen would be left on 393. There is also a scenario where Leclerc would have to win all 9 races and Verstappen finishes second 3 times and third in the remaining races that would still see the Ferrari driver crowned champion. In the event that happens, Verstappen would have 402 points under his belt, meaning he would lose out by a single point. Again, this calculation would be altered if either driver wins the fastest lap. To state it in simple terms, Verstappen only needs to take 155 points from the remaining 9 races to mathematically confirm his second Drivers' Championship. 6 wins with a fastest lap in each would be enough to get him to that milestone, meaning Verstappen could be crowned champion for a second time if he wins with the fastest lap at the Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka. And given his current rate of victories, that looks to be more realistic than what Leclerc can manage. At present, Verstappen is averaging a staggering 19.8 points a race and his form would need to be altered drastically to bring Leclerc back into the equation. Of course, with the possibility of power failures, technical DNFs, crashes and even the unlikely event of Verstappen missing races if he catches COVID, anything is possible in the sport. But it may be too difficult, even for a driver of Leclerc's talents, to chisel away the points deficit that stands between himself and the reigning champion before the races run out.